Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Knowledge. Whether you are already employed or looking for a job in the hotel industry, it is important to know the words used in hotels. In this video, you will learn common hotel words so you can communicate effectively with hotel staff and guests from all over the world. We will cover everything from making reservations and different types of rooms to hotel facilities and services for guests. So without further delay, let's get started. First one, hotel. A hotel is a commercial establishment that provides the lodging, meals and other guest services. Hotels typically offer a wide range of amenities and services, and they may vary in size and style from budget to luxury. Now next one, hostel. Hostel accommodations typically involve staying in a set dormitory style rooms with other travelers. You will have a bed assigned to you in a shared rooms, and facilities like bathrooms, kitchens and common areas are usually shared as well. Now next one, motel. A motel is a roadside hotel designed for motorists, usually with parking directly outside the rooms, and the doors of the rooms can be entered from outside. Motels are often less expensive and have fewer accommodation than hotels. Now resort. A resort is everything a hotel is with a little more and aims to provide a luxury stay. Resort provide a more extensive range of recreational facilities and services such as a spa, tennis courts and restaurants, bar, swimming pools, gyms and guest activities to allow guests to relax and enjoy all these amenities. Now bed and breakfast. A bed and breakfast B&B is a small lodging establishment that offers overnight accommodation and breakfast. B&B are often family owned and provide a more personalized experience for guests. Villa. Villas are a more private luxury residence designed for a relaxed, intimate feelings. This means a villa is completely self-contained. It includes a living room, dining room, kitchen, bedrooms, basically everything you did expect from a home. Now next term, single room. A single room is for one person and usually has a full-size single bed. Now second, double room. A double room usually has a space for two guests with a full-size or a queen-size bed. Now next term, twin room. A twin room usually have a space for two guests but in a two separate single beds. Now triple room. A triple room can sleep three guests either in a one double bed and a single bed or a three single beds. Suite type. A suite is bigger than your normal hotel room. In fancy hotels, suites could even have multiple rooms. You might also see an executive suite for a family suite. Now connecting rooms. This means that two rooms are connected together by a door going from one room directly into the other. Large groups of people or families might ask to be put in connecting room. Adjoining rooms. Rooms that are next to each other but not connected by a door. A next term, complimentary. It means free. Often hotels will serve a complimentary breakfast including in the cost of your room, or have a complimentary shampoos and soaps in the bathroom. Now next term, toiletries. Toiletries are small personal items you might use in the bathroom such as shampoo, conditioner, soap, a toothbrush and toothpaste. Many hotels offer free toiletries in a small travel size. Linen. These are clothes such as sheets on the bed, pillowcases to cover the pillow, a blanket to keep warm or comfortable. Now coffee machine. Coffee machine in the hotel rooms allow guests to make their own coffee in the morning. Guests might need more filters or coffee grounds if they use them all. Amenities. Amenities are just another way of saying features, often used in the hotel business. Hotel room amenities can include air conditioning, heating, internet access, a balcony, a pool, a gym, and more, etc. Ironing board. When clothes are wrinkled, guests can get rid of the wrinkles by using a iron with an ironing board. Now next term, private jacuzzi. This is a small, very hot pool of water with bubbles or a jets that adults sit in to relax. Valet parking. A person who parks cars for guests at a hotel or a restaurant, etc. It is called valet parking. Now continental breakfast. This is a light breakfast usually included with the cost of the room and served in a common area like a dining room. Now next one, room service. This is a service that lets guests order food or drinks and have it delivered to their hotel room. Now next one, vending machine. These are machines where guests can purchase candy, snacks or beverages with coins and cards. Now next term, reception. This is where guests are greeted. It's often called the front desk. This person is found at the front desk. They answer the phones and greet the guests. He is called a receptionist. Now lobby. This is an area shared by all guests of the hotel, usually on the ground floor near a reception. It's a common meeting place, so there are often chairs and sofas and a bathroom. Banquet or a meeting room. This is a large room used for a big event such as a conference or a wedding. Elevator. This is a small space that rises and lowers the guest between floors once the doors close and they press a button. It's called a lift in a British English. Now next term, concierge. A concierge helps guests with needs such as arranging travel, booking local tours, calling taxi, etc. Now bellboy. These are all names for the person who helps guests carry their suitcase luggage up to the room. Housekeeping. These are the people who clean the hotel and its room. If guests don't want housekeeping to come into their rooms to clean, they can put a small sign that says "Do not disturb" on the doorknob of their hotel room. Now tip. This is a small amount of money in a case given to bellboys or left in the room for housekeeping at the end of your stay to thank them for their service. Check-in. Check-in is the process of registering guests arriving at a hotel. It usually takes place at a hotel reception. Check-out. The action or an instance of leaving your room in a hotel, motel, etc. after you are finishing staying there. Key card. Most hotels use key cards instead of an actual key to get into the room. Sometimes the magnetic strip on the card gets damaged or deactivated so that it will not open the door correctly and needs to be replaced. Morning call or a wake-up call. At many hotels, guests can ask that hotel staff call them at a certain time to wake them up instead of relying on an alarm clock. Now invoice. This is a piece of paper with a guest total charge, means expenses that they need to pay when they check out. Safe lock. A safe is a strong metal cupboard with special locks in which you keep money, jewelry or other valuable things. Now minibar. A small refrigerator in a hotel room that is stocked with special beverages and snacks for guests. Now sauna. A sauna is a hot room filled with steam for relaxation. We don't recommend bringing your children into the sauna. Last one, hotel facade. A facade is the main front of the hotel building. By learning this word, they will help you have a good experience at the hotel and feel more confident in communicating with the hotel staff. Bye bye, take care. We will meet soon with another interesting topic. Till then, keep watching Knowledge. Like the video, share this video and don't forget subscribe this channel. You can also visit the Knowledge by following the other platforms.